Hey everybody, how are you? My name is April with Grab Your Glam, and we are going to create a green eye look today. St. Patrick's Day is in like 2 weeks, so I figured this would be a great time to create one. Just show y'all how fun green eye looks can be. Hey Christina, when you hop on, say hi. This was completely unplanned, so we'll see how this goes. Sometimes those turn out great, sometimes they're complete train wrecks, so this should be fun. These are the colors that I think I'll probably use today. I may or may not use all of them, we'll see. But I have, this is Eggnog from the Advent calendar. This is Leo, and we've got Zion, Ivy League, Emerald City, number 33. This is Salem, and then Cola Contour. So as usual, when I'm doing a dark eye look, I'm going to do my eyes before my makeup, which is why my makeup is not done. So you get to watch the whole shebang today. All right, here we go. Happy, I don't even know what day, Wednesday. Hope your day is going well. It's muddy season in Indiana, let's put it that way. So that means it's starting to get warm. All the snow that we got while I was in Florida has melted, and then we got rain on top of it. So the entire state of Indiana is now a mud pit. And then when you have a 50-pound dog with anxiety and access to a dog door, that means that your house is also covered in dust. It's super fun. Super duper fun. Especially when you're like me and you're allergic to dust. Yep. That's where we're at right now. But it should be like high 50s. So I'm definitely planning on being on my motorcycle later. So that's fantastic. That makes everything better. All right. So what I just did is I've mixed. Hey, Alexis. I mixed Zion and Leo, and I just basically did a wash from my lashes up to just under my brow. And I did that because I was talking. I had planned on just keeping it in the crease and up. I really didn't need it on my lid, but it's where we're at. I get distracted when I'm talking, and this is what we end up with. I know, dogs, it's killing me right now. I'm dying. I swept this morning, and I'm allergic to dust, so I had an N95 mask on, and my house is still covered in dust and paw prints, and now I'm just sneezing, so it's great. It's fantastic. So there we are. All right. Now I'm going to start on my green. I kept debating, like, do I want to go like all out, like, whoa, green eye look? I think I'm going to, because why not? Why the heck not? I'll do a more subtle green eye look later this week or next week for the gals that don't want the whoa looks. All right, so since we're doing a bold green eye look, I am using the small end of my multitasker in my Cola Contour, and I'm going to put that over my whole lid. Actually, I'm going to move to the big end to do the whole lid because we don't have 4 hours to do my whole lid with the small end. Okay, so again, this is Cola Contour, and the reason I use contour is it gives that nice, really dark base, but it also is a little bit sticky, and it just really holds that color on really well. So if you want a really nice, rich, dark color, this is a great way to get it. All right. Then I'm gonna kind of wipe this brush off just a little bit. And I'm gonna go right into this Ivy League. It's this really dark green. I'm gonna pat that over it. Now, Ivy League is a matte. And I absolutely love the dark kind of forest green color. So pretty. Okay, and then I like to take Emerald City, which is this darker shimmer next to it, and go over Ivy League with it, with my finger. Is that not the most gorgeous? So if you feel like you didn't cover quite enough of your lid, just extend it up. There we are. Boom. Okay, now I personally prefer a little bit softer of a line up there. Plus, I have a hooded eye, so I feel like when I don't do something here that's darker, it makes my eye look a little more droopy. So what I like to do to combat that is bring in some of the darker tones and bring them up in this area. So what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of this Ivy League mixed with a little bit of Salem. I'm gonna come right up in here. And I'm just gonna start blending in and kind of smoothing this out. With the small end of my eyeshadow brush. So I didn't want the contour up here because I didn't want it to crease. So I don't like to put contour in my crease. I want to keep it just on my lid. Plus, I think the feel of contour in my crease is yucky. That's just an opinion. And I decided to move to just Ivy League because I want to do something with Salem in just a minute. Okay, so I'm just bringing up the Ivy League into my outer this area. Can't think of what it's called right this moment. Just to help because I have that kind of not droopy. What is it called? Dang it. To give my eye a lifted look. Okay. And then if you want to darken it more, then you can bring Salem in the corners. And Salem is that really dark charcoal color we have, this one right here. To kind of deepen just that corner. Okay, now I'm going to run Ivy League. Right here. I probably should have done that with Salem, but we'll see. Nope, Ivy League's okay. You can, if you want a darker look, you can do it with Salem. Or if you want to keep with more greens, Ivy League is definitely dark enough. I find that if you have an addiction to like liquid eyeliners, but don't really like using liquid eyeliner or find that you have a problem with them smearing, this never smears on me, so it might be worth trying. This is just eyeshadow on the multitasker. But I also wear contacts, so my eyes tend to be more dry. But I also have really bad allergies, so those kind of even themselves out. Okay, and if you want to go thicker with the line, just flip your brush over, or sorry, grab the eyeshadow everything brush, the smaller end. Hey, Allison. We're doing a St. Patrick's Day green eye today. Okay, so just flip it over, or sorry, use the small end of your multitasker. All right, so if you want to add some lightness to the center, this number 33 is a lighter color shimmer. Just slap it right there in the center. Make sure you bring it all the way down to your lashes. And it adds just a little bit of brightness right there in that center. Without getting rid of any of the green, it just adds some brightness right there. And then I'm so excited they made these Advent colors part of the full line. You guys will have access to these colors soon if you didn't get the Advent shades. But this is called Eggnog. And you can see it's kind of like a shimmer version of Cupcake, which I always thought Sabrina was that, but this is even better than Sabrina. So one thing that I'm noticing that I didn't do, that normally I do, is I didn't put my makeup on my lids before, so I have the discoloration of my lids on under my eyeshadow, and I'm seeing it, and I don't like it. But I didn't think about that, because I rarely do my eyes first. I'm just adding a little more of that orange back in. And also, I normally have brows done when I do this. So it's a little harder. Okay. Make sure I don't have any fallout. This is just one of our microfiber cloths. Just looks a little bit different because they sent that to artists when we registered for a conference. All right. And I never do this. I almost always do my eyes equally at the same time, but when I'm using Cola Contour, I will do one eye at a time, and that's because I don't want the cola to kind of dry on my eye. I want to keep it nice and moist. So I work with one eye at a time, do the whole eye when I'm using the contour. All right. Now we're going to do it all over again. This is Cola Contour. We do this to make the nice dark base for our greens, make them nice and true and deep. And this is the multitasker that I'm using. I'm switching between the big end and little end. Make sure you get all the way down to your lashes. It's a big thing that I see a lot of people not do. And then they have gaps. Okay, and just wipe that off a little bit. Whoa. And dip straight into your Ivy League, which is this matte dark green. When you hop on, say hi. Tell me what you think about this St. Patrick's Day look. You could even add like a gold color in the corner for your little pot of gold. You want to be super extra. Okay, so there is our Ivy League. And then I like to take, that's our Ivy League. I like to take Emerald City with my finger and put that over our Ivy League. The most gorgeous shimmer. So, so pretty. And then we are going to start kind of softening that line. A little bit. Bringing up over our hooded eye. This eye is more hooded than the other one because this is the one that I can raise my eyebrows, so it's like it gets a workout, so it's not as hooded. I tried this one. I can't get it to do it. It always throws me trying to do my eye makeup with no other makeup on. It's just so weird to me. Okay. And then for a nice little bright center, I'm going to take number 33, which is our lightest green shimmer. Put it right there in the middle. Just a nice little pop of brightness right there in the middle of your eye. Okay. And then I'm going to take Emerald City with the small end of my multitasker. I'm going to run it. It's kind of on my waterline and then right in my lower lash line. And also in my eye. But that one's not on purpose. And this is why I do dark eye looks before my makeup. Make that a little bit thicker. Grab my multitasker. Thicken that line up a little bit. And then I'm gonna clean off all this dark stuff. On the flat end of my multitasker, I'm gonna dip into that eggnog. I'm gonna do most of the eggnog after. I probably should have done pretty much most of all of the underneath after, but hopefully I won't mess it up too much. So I'm getting rid of the fallout. So now we can do the rest of my makeup. All right, here we go. Okay, so I am starting to lose my tan from Florida, which is super sad. So I'm transitioning shades. I'm kind of in between mango and papaya, so I'm kind of mixing stuff. It's just a whole thing. So I'm still doing papaya under my eyes. Just a little bit. Gotta be extra careful since I already did makeup under there. Obviously, I can go back and fix anything I messed up, but it's just easier if you don't have to. Don't mess it up in the first place. All right, so we're just kind of mixing mango papaya right now. A little more mango, then papaya. Just kind of going everywhere with my all over. This is the small end of my blush bronzer brush. This is my absolute favorite brush for all over. Makes quick work of it. It's light to medium coverage. I would say it's more medium coverage probably, but you could do it as a light coverage. Just really depends on how much you use. Like right now, I'm just using it to blend. I don't actually have any makeup on my brush. I'm just moving the cream around. And that's what's great about cream makeup, is it is so malleable. Until it sets, you can literally just move it around. I'm gonna put a little bit right under my brows because it's gonna help grab that eggnog a lot better. Okay. Now, I made the mistake of going to the beach with a hat on. So if you notice, my forehead's like way lighter than the whole rest of my face. Yeah. Don't do that. Not a good idea. Silly. So when I bronze now, I only bronze on my forehead to try to help minimize that silly look. So basically, I am just staying right around the hairline, and I'm keeping this center part nice and bright. Okay. Using my perfector sponge just to blend, pick up any excess. I have no idea what I'm doing with this hair. Don't know. All right, now I'm going to contour. This right here is my contour. This is indigo. So I'm gonna grab the larger end of the blend brush. Just make a nice soft line starting up here, right at the top of my cheekbone, top of my ear area, down towards my mouth. Okay, so you can see that somehow I got chunks of that on my brush. First thing I'm gonna do is clean my brush off. Then I'm gonna use my brush to try to blend those in. There we go. Fixable. No big deal. Again, cream is literally the easiest makeup to work with and to fix if there's a problem. Okay? We're going to do the same thing on our jaw. Start with that downward vertical and then horizontal. If you've got gels like me, stop there. If you don't, go all the way through. We're just defining those areas. I like to really define under that cheekbone right there. So I'm pushing a little more of that contour right under that cheekbone. Okay. All right, now we are going to brighten. I did change my brightener. I'm now using Amber, which is a little bit darker than what I was using. Basically, the goal is to keep the center of the face bright. Trying to be super careful around my eye. You always want to come up at an angle at the outside of your eye. That'll help lift the eye. And you always want to go bigger than your bag area so you don't accentuate your bag. And use as little product as possible under your eye. Everywhere, but especially under your eye. Okay, and then I'm going to grab a little bit lighter contour and do my nose. Just trying to make this lower part seem thinner and straighter. So I'm just gonna create that by giving it a shadow where it starts to flare. And then making that center lighter. Okay. Gonna make sure we're not really into any fine lines. Just kind of pre-blending. And then I'm also gonna take a darker contour right here under my lip. If you notice, I brightened on the top and I'm contouring on the bottom, and that'll help my lips look a little more full. Okay, we're gonna blend those out. The eyes don't look as crazy now that I've got makeup on, hopefully. They don't to me, but I'm a lot more used to bold eyes than some people. Oh, I always forget to do this. These are called Marionette Lines. If you feel like you're feeling heavy or dark down here, and you have these lines that you'd like to minimize, this is a good way of kind of brightening up this area and minimizing those lines, kind of killing two birds with one stone. Just put a little bit of lightener in there. All right. Okay, next thing is lip and cheek. I'm gonna do a nice kind of neutral peachy color. It's one of my absolute favorites, called Tropicana. It's this one right here. Everyone looks at it and like, that's orange. Yes, it looks very orange in the tin, but it is absolutely gorgeous, fresh, neutral, so pretty on the face. Isn't that just so pretty? Hey. Hey. The neighbor must be up. She's so ferocious. Okay. All right, there's that. So the next thing, I use setting powder and let it sit while I do my brows. The setting powder I use is by Hourglass. It's called Veil Translucent Setting Powder. And I put that on with our Power Powder Brush. Whoops. So I basically just put it in on my nose, forehead, under my eyes, and then chin. And this keeps me between this Saint and the setting powder that I'll show you in a minute. I have absolutely no problems wearing masks, wearing riding glasses in the heat and the rain. I have no problems with any of it staying on, staying put. It's perfect. So, all right, so for my brows, I use a mixture of Arabian Nights cream eyeshadow and Trust powder eyeshadow. And I use our Hotline brush, and I just take small hair-like strokes and basically follow my natural shape. And then I will follow it up with the brow gel. If you've never tried Saint's brow gel, it's pretty amazing. I'm loving it. If you have a problem with your brows smearing throughout the day or whatever, this brow gel will be definitely something you want to look into. I never really have a problem with that, but I do really like this product. Gosh, my dog. I just went too far down right there. There. Darn it. Let's see. There. Fixed it. Telling you what, if y'all don't have any of these, they're so worth the money. You can buy like 300 for like $8 on Amazon, and I 1000% recommend them, especially for the brow gel. If you notice, the spoolie on the end of my hotline is like, sad. I don't really recommend using the brow gel with this guy. It's why he looks like this. Just get yourself some disposable ones. They're perfect for it. And I like to keep them around anyway. I have to have them because I'm an artist, and it's just more sanitary. But I love to have them for myself, just to comb through like my own mascara and Luna. My brows, and just they're great to have around. Oh, gracious. I never thought we would have a dog with anxiety. Like what in the world? We give her those little chewies. I'm not sure if they help. She's standing on the back of the couch. My 50-pound dog. Luna. It's like having another kid. Oh boy. All right. Got a little distracted on that brow. I don't really know what's going on with it. Probably has something to do with the psycho dog. Okay, so brow gel. Here's what you do. Take your setting spray, whatever kind you use, and you're gonna spray your spoolie and then just rub it in your brow gel and then just comb it through. And that's it, folks. That's all you do. And then it just takes a minute to dry. Not even that long. And when you do, when it dries, I actually had someone feel my brows, which was a little weird. She was fine with it, so. And she said it kind of felt like I had hairspray in them, which I don't know if it feels like, maybe. It's not a bad feeling, and you don't feel it in them unless you like touch them. And then, yeah, I guess they're a little stiff, so maybe that is a good description. So anyway, yeah, brow gel, there you go. And then I use my setting powder, setting spray. This is Finish. Don't sweat it. It's my favorite. I've used a lot. I prefer this, honestly, over Ours, over Urban Decay's, over all the other ones I've tried. You do have to go on their website to order it, which is annoying, but it is what it is. All right. Now I'm just adding Eggnog to my brow. See how much better that shows up now. And then I'm going to add it right here in the corners to get some nice brightness to the corner. There he is. Okay. Trying to make my eyes match as much as possible. All right. So then we'll do mascara. How about some lips? For lips, we'll go pretty neutral just because, you know, we've got all this going on with the eyes. So I'm going to line in my lighter contour, which I'm using Ash, which is this guy right here. And I'm using the small end of the multitasker. This live is probably taking forever, so I apologize. I feel like I always take longer when I do my eyes first. Okay. So basically what I did is I just lined the outer lip and then filled in the corners. Okay. And then I think I'm going to use Bear. Actually, I might do Ballerina. Ballerina has a little bit more pink in it. So this is Ballerina. Let me get this green off of here. That wouldn't be pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna use Ballerina. All right, this is gonna sound crazy. So this, I remember why I don't do this. This is too light for my skin tone. So I am going to add some Bella bronzer. I know, it sounds crazy. And some, where is it? Goldie Illuminator, which is this powder illuminator. Do I want Goldie? No, it's not Goldie that I want. It's a cream. Hold on. Yeah, maybe it is Goldie. Okay. All right, I'm gonna need to get some gloss in here. Ooh. So we're gonna move to Sadie and Goldie. There you go. Sadie is a pinky brown gloss. That's actually really, really pretty. I love to wear it just by itself. It's this one right here. And I am basically just dipping in Sadie and then covering my brush in the Goldie. Okay, and that gives you that like really gold. It may be you, it may not be you. I don't know. I don't know you and your lip preferences, but if you do need it darker, just add a little bit darker of a color. If you want more of like a red tone in there or a pink tone in there, just add one of the darker ones to it. I actually just added a little bit of indigo contour to darken it out, which is crazy. but just a little bit will help. And it doesn't take much. You can add just a little bit. It doesn't get rid of that glow because you've mixed it in with that gloss. But like, I just added the tiniest bit of saffron. And now it's got a lot more red in it. So you can literally change that however you want once you get the base down. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna slap some mascara on and I will take after pictures. But anyway, there is a the first, I'll do like a less dramatic, but there is the first green St. Patrick's Day look. Hope you liked it. Thanks for hanging out. I know this one was probably long, so sorry for that, and I will see you all later. Love you, bye.